2 to 3 day training that will take place. And the third component is the innovation. Right? Stanford, Mark and Margarita, along with Florence and with Jeannie, are going to be developing those training guidelines. And we want to make sure, again here, that with all of these three components, the resilience framework, the resilience assessment, and the innovation training, what we're going to ask you to do, right, when you go back to your universities and your communities, is to perhaps by Friday or early next week, give us a list of who you think should be involved in that training. Okay? And that training may not be all of you in this room, it may be some of you, but for all the complexity that we're talking about, in order to make sure that our resources are used most appropriately, if we pick a 2 or 3 day training in the next 30, 60 days, the challenge is for you to make sure that your side shows up and shows up to the right people. Okay? So, just to recap, okay, in the next 90 days, next 3 months, here's what we're looking for, and I think that this is how we can actually say that we have really made a difference and really been able to concretely move forward. If we have your budgets in place, if we have the work plans approved, if you have been able to staff and resource your labs, if the training with regard to the framework and the assessment and the innovation has taken place in the next 3 months, as well as the fact that you've been able to hold at least a minimum of one stakeholder forum, to go back and really talk to people about what this program is about and hear from them, right? As well as then start thinking about doing a preliminary analysis of this resilience framework. I think if we're able, as a network, as a system here, right, to be able to hit those points in the next 3 months, we're well on our way. And I think we can do it. We're very close on some of these, with regard to the budgets and the work plan. And we're going to be supporting you. So I know that we've asked a lot of you during this past week, and it seems like a large project with many moving parts. But all we're asking here, all we're saying that will be a success for the next 3 months are those following major activities. So let me stop there, because I know that it's been a very long process here. Perhaps we can hear from you, and I know that William had challenged you to start thinking about your expectations about the workshop, and I'll hand that over to him, and then we'll do the closing.
Okay, thank you very much, and give me a clap. He has done what some people learned when they went to nursery schools, but some of us never went to nursery schools. We had church schools. A small church near your home, you go there every day, you learn nothing apart from writing on the soil, the veranda. How many of you went through that?
Church school.
Yeah, two. And you?
Nothing.
You went through nursery? No, this man is very close to the Pope. I have a photograph of him very close to the Pope's entrance. I don't know whether he went there. But thank you very much, Key. If you have any question, any burning question for Key, not for me, please do.
Email Deb.
He says, don't ask him.
Of course.
Now, because he may not have an answer, but email him, he may have a good answer for you. Meaning that he's open. Keep for things that I've said, and let me repeat. I didn't say don't contact me. People attacked me outside and said that contact Roy. Did I say don't contact me? If I did, it was wrong English.
You said those communications with Roy to be copied to you.
Yeah, you copy me. That's enough.